1, 2, 1, 2. Hello everybody, welcome to the ITK Soccer Show. It is the 4th of February 2019. We're back after doing a Thursday episode with the Monday episode that we semi-promised. And myself and John are more than delighted to be watching Monday Night Football now, where we're 30 minutes into the Liverpool-West Ham game, and Antonio has just scored an equaliser for West Ham. So it's going to be a very upbeat show, isn't it, John?
As upbeat as all our other shows.
Yeah, I suppose. Also, we've got some... Sorry about the recording quality there, folks, for a moment. Yes, very good. So we have the weekend to talk about, and we have John's wonderful script. John it's a cracker, it's a corker of a script, I have to say.
I'll throw them out occasionally.
Yeah,
Can't have Dan doing all the work.
No, of course you can't. So let's start off with we'll just read through your script. I just want to let the people know what kind of flavour we have here.
Just in case there's any lawsuits or anything.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to start with something else. You guys didn't get to see the start of Monday Night Football or any Monday Night Football, I presume?
Not tonight, no.
Yeah.
I know Ashley Cole is on it.
That's what I want to talk about.
By the way, we didn't get our introduction to speak now.
Yeah, you see, I need at least a 7-day turnover to come up with something
God,
new.
he's so far offside.
So Ashley Cole had some absolute crackers tonight. They were showing Lichtsteiner in the much maligned 4-4-2 formation and how it was really, adverse to City's attack via the wingers and how he kept getting caught out. And besides having a lot of fun not being able to pronounce his name properly, Carragher kept saying that, Lichtsteiner got caught out, he's been exposed, shouldn't have been 4 at the back, should have been 5 at the back like they thought when they saw the lineup. And the main broadcaster said, well, have you ever been caught out before, Ashley? Ever felt exposed during game? No, he says. No, never in his life. It's quite incredible, isn't it?
Stop it, man.
He's another arsehole, though, to be fair.
It was pretty bad insight, I must say.
To be fair, he was a very good fullback, but
He'd never been caught out.
it's like saying he never got roasted in a game. Of course he has.
I don't know. I saw him play for Roma, and I've no idea what he's talking about. Anyway, windows closed. Nothing much happened. Fulham actually signed Lazer Markovic. That was after we did the show.
Bashir, we went to Palace, which is a great signing.
Yes.
Yeah,
They've got him
played
and
Benteke
Hugo
up front against Fulham.
Him and Hugo up
And
front.
Connor Wickham.
Yeah.
And, Ayew, Sorlet.
Nothing else happened, though, after the window closed, after we did the show, pretty much. It's safe to say. So, Dan, I was over in your house when Leeds were losing 2-0. It ended 3-1.
Yeah.
It was a 6-pointer.
Yes.
And losing at home was something that wasn't really on the cards. I said I think he'll come second, which I think is a balanced view.
It's gone.
Continue.
It's gone.
Elaborate.
We'll be lucky. We'll get playoffs and go out in the semis. That's what's going to happen.
4 defeats in 6, though. So,
Well,
even
think about
playoffs
the
might
4
be-
defeats and 6 is a bit looked at too much. One was a cup game. The other one against Nottingham Forest, we were absolutely robbed in. But the other games,
It's not a great record either way.
No, Bielsa for some reason the last month has announced his team 4 days in advance, all the time. And it's just stop doing that.
Do you think it's a guilt thing?
No,
He's like, I had the heads up on other teams.
I don't know. I don't know why he's doing it.
Timing is weird, though, isn't it?
I don't know. He's doing it as well, not 4 days. He's doing it in his press conference. It could be the Wednesday, the Thursday. But
Are the injuries bad? He's no other choice, sort of thing.
you could probably pick the team, yeah. Well, the injuries have been shocking all year. We haven't had a full strength team for any league game, and it's not actually a word of a lie. There's been at least 3 out for every game. For a while, we had 9 players out. When we beat Aston Villa in December, we had 6 subs. You know what I mean? So and all those subs were under 23 players. So it's crazy.
And
but
you play Borough away this weekend. Do you have any real hope for that, or Tony Pulis away is not what you want?
No, I think they'll just bully us off the pitch. But we just gave away ridiculous goals. We didn't deserve anything from the game. The way we played second half, but the first half we gave away 2 outrageously sloppy goals, and they kept in deflections and they kept just going in.
Yeah, the free kick was very
probably
unlucky.
should have had a penalty. And Tim Krul, debatable red. I don't know if it was or not, but I've seen them given. It was just And then we had a disallowed goal. It was a correct decision. But it was just every single thing kept going against us over and over and over. And then second half, there was nothing. And like, it was the first time I've seen this Leeds team under Bielsa just completely just collapse. And it was just nothing. And it was so worrying. I don't know if they're jaded or... I don't know. I really don't. I think the Spygate thing, they have to wrap up the FA. I think this week they just have to announce something. Because I don't think that's helping in the background. The transfer collapse the other day didn't help. Now, nothing to do with the Norwich game. Nothing to do with the Norwich game, but you know yourself. It's just little things aren't kind of going the right way, and it's just personally Sheffield United strengthened very well. West Brom brought in 3 really good players. I don't. It's just I don't know. I think I'd be confident in saying we won't get top 2, and we've been there all season, which is kind of it'd be almost like you guys being top 2 and then just being third. Or you can
see that happen.
No, but you can see third clearly. Well, like no, but like you're not losing games. Like you know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I think it's done, and that's not me just being pessimistic. I know. You know when you just see a performance, the second half was the team that we had last season. That's the way they played, and it was just like didn't have a kick. The only good thing that happened was Bamford came back from a 6-7 month injury and he scored. That's the only good thing that's happened, but you know, I just it's depressing. Honestly, like my head. You saw me how bad how annoyed I was. I just sat there. And
you weren't up for the chats.
And
kind of like me.
You know what? By the way, I had to leave, and my whole head was killing me. I had like pains in the back of my head, side of my head. My whole head was just actually stress, pain.
Leeds, the club that'll squeeze your noggin.
Shite.
Will we get to Premier League action? Start off with the Spurs and, as John so adequately put it, Sports Direct, also known as Newcastle. Spurs been scraping through. They've been getting the results that matter. And now they're second.
This match was dreadful.
Oh,
they're not second anymore.
They're not second anymore.
But, excuse me.
They
Sorry,
went
they were
second
second for a
with
day.
This match was like... There's a lot to be said about half 12 Saturday kickoffs always being bad.
Well, you know what? I think I was saying to Dan when I came to watch the Leeds match, I thought it was, in terms of Saturday, the worst 3 games I've ever seen on Sky Sports.
Yeah. Well, the thing is as well, Spurs Newcastle is always a half 12 kickoff. It's always, I think for the last like 3 years, 2.5 years anyway. I think every game, it's a fucking half 12 kickoff, that game. I'd actually like to see a stat on that. I think it's at least 5 in a row.
I'll get the underlings to look into that
for
for us.
mistake by the goalie for Son's goal.
Yeah,
they're looking
I was actually thinking like Newcastle are doing really well here, and like they actually had a few chances. And I was only thinking to myself, that Dubravka guy in goal, they bought for like 3 million. He's an absolute steal. Like he's brilliant. He's such a good goalkeeper.
He's not bad, is he?
And that's his first mistake he's made, and they signed him last January, so he's there just over a year now.
James Milner.
What a signing he's been.
Sorry.
Just in general, Newcastle are so lucky to have Rafa. Now, I'm not saying he should buy the club himself, but I'm not saying it's stupid of that. But
people are.
Can you imagine Rafa though not there?
No.
Like, it's perfect. Like he's doing so well, but I don't see him in there next year unless your man's gone.
I seriously
like, why would he keep putting up this nonsense? Like, I think everyone here in the room can definitely agree. First of all, what Rafa is as a manager. But also, secondly, like he actually just seems like a great guy. Like he honestly seems. I don't think anyone really has a bad word to say about him.
He's an upstanding
Mourinho
gentleman.
has bad words.
Yeah, but Mourinho's a dick.
He has a bad word to say
You know
about
what I mean?
everybody.
Like Rafa, you'd go for a glass of wine and some paella with Rafa.
I don't think so.
No, I'd be very bored.
I've read enough players' books that used to play for Liverpool, like Rafa.
Oh no,
getting a point with Rafa would be getting a point with
paella and a glass of wine. It would be just a quick chat. How are you getting on? An hour you're gone. You go for a couple of pints of Klopp. You go for a couple of pints of Bielsa. Go for a couple.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
bring it.
I think he's one of those aggressive.
Would you not go to
drinkers.
Thailand and do a bucket?
A what?
You go to Thailand and do a bucket?
No.
You don't even know what that reference is?
No.
John, that was pretty good.
He's in. Oh, Declan Rice should have scored. He's got to score.
They're catching us on these set pieces.
You got really caught out for the first goal. Like, I mean,
We got really caught out for the first chance within 10 seconds.
what kind of defending is this? A high line. No one's running back. He's off, probably. That's just.
Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay,
What a
John,
chance.
you have down here that Brighton, Watford, and Burnley, Southampton didn't actually happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Okay, moving on. Chelsea and Huddersfield. This was exactly the kind of comeback that Chelsea needed from the last couple of weeks. Motivated players. Higuain getting 2 goals. John has in his crib notes here that Higuain's goals get Chelsea into Champions League football. And you were telling me that you didn't think that Higuain was going to score very much. So have you changed your opinion? Has he changed your
Well, I
mind?
also put in the running order, lads, it's Huddersfield. Like the
So you're just kind of playing on both sides of the fence here, really.
sort of, because I do think that if they score enough goals, then they're I think a better team than United.
No, not the way they're playing.
Well, that's what I mean. I think Higuain.
I think
United
I think
are,
what he's saying.
United are playing the best football since Alex Ferguson, and that's not a word.
Well,
of a
yeah,
lie.
but that's because there's absolutely no pressure on them. I think when it
Yes.
gets closer to pressure with,
Yeah.
like, I don't know how these players will react.
When you came in the other day, you asked me about Higuain's goals. I think you did anyway. I wasn't really listening.
No,
to
I
you,
said
or
the second
wasn't
goal-
Wasn't even interested.
I'll tell-
I
I
said
said the second goal was a
but
cracker.
It took a big deflection though.
It did take a deflection, but
So like
still.
it wasn't that good. I thought the first goal was better. It was
That's
lovely
good.
reverse pass by the creative spark Kante, and then it was great. But to be fair, like,
It was a very Higuain
he's-
goal.
Higuain though, he's a good holding up the ball and stuff, but you don't really want him getting involved in. You know, he's not going to run in behind you really.
Well, no.
You don't really want him in intricate stuff getting involved in midfield.
He
you want
can
him,
do,
He's
though.
a box player. He's
But
an ultimate box player.
Well, no, he can do like the kind
No,
of the
but
1-up, 2-back. He can do 1-2s
No,
and stuff.
no, he
He's
can
good at
hold it
that.
up, and in terms of 1-2, yeah, but
Yes.
he's like Giroud, except he's a better finisher. Do you know what I mean? He's a box player.
Oh, very much so.
Do you know what I mean? Now, probably a bit more pace, but he's good movement.
I really wouldn't know about that.
What you
I'm
mean?
not even joking if you'd have more
I
pace
think
than
he's better
Giroud.
off the last man than
Um,
Giroud. I think
well,
he's quite
Giroud,
good.
I think they both have actually very good movement, but Giroud is just, I think Giroud was slower, but Higuain would probably be quicker over 5 yards.
It's very quick reactionary anyway.
Don't
know
but I'm
about
saying, like, they're
pace.
both big kind of guys, but
Well, one's
Gir-
big in a width way as well. The other's big in a height way. But I know
well,
what
they're
you mean.
both tallish.
Yeah.
Like Higuain was bought as a Real Madrid. He was bought as a winger. You know that.
Right winger.
He came, you know what midfielder he came in with Real Madrid in summer 2006.
Oh, was
Not
Beckham?
summer, winter 2006.
Beckham.
No,
No, that was way earlier.
that was
who did he come in with?
2004, man.
Four,
Schneider?
yeah.
Nope.
That was
He was
pre Schneider.
Played at a World Cup for Argentina. I think he came from River as well.
Saviola.
No, he's a striker.
A winger from Argentina.
He's a centre midfielder from Argentina. That's not a winger.
Oh, sorry, centre midfielder.
Yeah. Played in Italy.
Cabiasso.
No, he was there in
You're
2001.
killing me.
Never played for Madrid.
Even I knew that, John.
Defensive midfielder.
he's-
It's almost the new Redondo, which it didn't happen.
Can be asked.
The new Redondo.
I say
Thomas
Cabi-
Gravers.
I say Cabiasso.
What I tell you
Give his first initial.
of his first name.
Second.
Initials are FG.
Oh God, Gago.
Yes. I thought you were gonna say Fernando Quagliarella.
No, well, not as a centre midfielder.
Quagliarella.
Crystal Palace 2, Fulham 0. John's here. Goodbye, Fulham. We hardly knew thee. I thought the phrase was goodbye, Fulham. We hardly knew ye. But I'm more than happy to say thee. Do you
Palace,
think? Are you saying this is it?
yeah, Palace started Benteke and Fulham still lost it. They're
I
done.
I think Fulham are like they had a great comeback the other day, but last week, but like it's
Yeah, but they've been
They haven't
trying
won
to play
two-
that for. They've been trying to get comebacks for weeks and weeks,
It's like,
and it usually wouldn't
if they
happen.
can't, like, I think they've, as far as I'm aware, they've kept one clean sheet all year. That was against Huddersfield at home, which they scored in the 92nd minute after AK-47, by the way, who's left for Turkey.
That's right.
Uh,
You said that 4 weeks in a row.
missed a penalty if you took it off Mitrovic. Like, they had one
Yeah,
clean sheet all
when-
season.
when
as far
Ranieri-
as I'm,
That was when Ranieri said he wanted to kill him.
yes,
Yeah.
and you know.
Oh,
the
sweet
Rams-
Jesus, God,
the
help
Rams
me.
off. I wonder if the Alliance has been told he got that wrong, so give him a few offsides.
Or he's offside.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's close.
Fulham haven't won
Very
2
close.
matches in a row all
He's
season.
on.
I think they're
He's
7
on.
points
John,
off.
He's clearly on.
Why
He
are you
looked
talking on a podcast?
He looks.
I am right again.
John, would you like to continue there?
Can't remember what I was saying.
You
Yeah,
were
they
saying
haven't won
that
2
they won
matches
two
all
now.
season. I think they're 7 points off safety now. I can't imagine they're getting out of that.
No.
But even if you look at the goal difference at the bottom, like
How many did we find out they conceded last week? We
it
said they were up to
was
56.
58 or something. But that's over 2 a game, and that's decreased dramatically under Ranieri as well. And
Yeah.
they're still not keeping clean sheets. Like Huddersfield are gone, but they're minus 30 goal difference for Fulham. Like Cardiff, which by the way I said they beat Bournemouth, or they get something off them.
Pretty sure I said that.
Pretty sure I said that.
Okay.
You may have agreed with me. I don't know.
I usually go against Bournemouth, well, you don't.
But like they've taken a few wins, and like they're only on 22 points. They're only 18th. Cardiff, and they're kind of like Cardiff are the team probably down there with the best chance. But Burnley are taking off a bit. Southampton doing well.
We can talk about Cardiff and Burnley now. The win for Warnock, the much maligned win for Warnock. This was more so, and I'm glad you put it in your notes here, John. Known for the Canadian TV feed overhearing Warnock saying Lineker can fuck off.
Do you know why? It's the Colin Wanker he calls him. He calls him Colin,
Yeah, I know.
which the Leeds fans beautifully christened Neil Warnock as Colin Wanker as an anagram of his name.
Yes, which is quite it's an amazing anagram, really, isn't it?
It's the only good thing Leeds fans have ever done.
Cardiff fans
Wow.
did have a song for
What about
Salah.
Ray? Huh? Sorry.
Warnock had a bit of a
Ray.
cry, which was nice.
Oh, Warnock had a quiet when he was talking about the. Did they find the wreckage?
Yeah, they found a body in the wreckage. So
Oh, did they? Oh, I
they
didn't know
found a
that.
body. So
Crikey.
well,
Well, at least maybe they can be put to rest in a more dignified manner, I suppose.
I think it's closure for everyone.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
Do you see Warnock said apparently he tried to buy other strikers then when they knew they had 2 or 3 days,
Okay.
and then people said no, they didn't want to join. It's like because of that disaster. It's like
I doubt anyone said
People
that.
just don't want to join Cardiff.
yeah, no, it was
Yes.
almost like he used that as an excuse. Ironically, they did sign a Rovers player today. I don't know how it's working. The transfer window is shut now. Not unless this deal was done and no one said anything about it.
I presume that was it.
They have him on loan.
A Rovers
They've-
player.
A guy who did his leaving cert last June. He's 18. He's a really good talent coming through. Aaron Bolger's his name. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get a couple of Ireland caps. I think he will be that good. He has gone on loan to Cardiff for a duration. We don't know how long it is. We don't know if there's a fee. Why the hell are a Premier League team getting an 18-year-old guy who did the leaving cert playing for Rovers on loan?
Because where does he play?
Centre midfield.
I can't answer that question.
Now, I was thinking, is he going to the under 23s? Maybe there's a special difference if under 23s can they buy players for the development and he's not allowed to go to the main team? I don't know. It's such an odd thing.
Yeah, it's
Like,
pretty
I
odd.
was discussing with my Rovers fans today. I was like, no one actually understands how they've loaned a player after the window's done and why they do it 10 days before the new League of Ireland season.
It must have been agreed upon beforehand, is all I can think.
It has to be, but it's so odd. Watch out for him though. If he does, I don't know. He won't make his debut. I don't think, but like he'll watch in the future. Definitely want to look out for anyway.
Everton 1, Wolves 3.
Same as we had the game pro. We had a game.
You had an
in Pro
online
Evo.
game, yeah.
I picked the old Everton. Scored 1-0. Hanging on, not hanging on, but it was
How
winning.
did you guys agree on who to pick? Like,
he picked Everton, so
You
I
can
picked
see
both.
the other. You can see the other team.
Oh, I know. I didn't know. Like you, like this sounds like let's do a
Me-
mid-table clash.
No, me and John, like you generally just pick a team, and then like the other person will just pick someone hilarious. So it's kind of the way it works. Then we were already watching Match of the Day yesterday, and I texted him, will we have a game Pro Evo? And I wanted to watch the end of Everton Wolves, so I go, Everton on paper in Pro Evo, these could be really good. They're
Sure.
not.
No.
Not good in real life, and their
But I
manager
thought-
won't last the season.
I thought in Pro Evo they might actually be all right.
What
And
were
by the
you-
way, you seem to be right about Marco Silva.
Yeah,
but
he's a sham artist. He
only-
hasn't completed the season. He didn't keep Wolves safe. He flirted with Everton halfway through his first season with Watford and left. And like I joked on the thing there that he's going to be the Spurs manager after getting fired from Everton next month. He was booed off. They were dreadful.
the only thing I'd say though about
Like Baines and Coleman are like not even.
Coleman is just shite.
Yeah.
Like
Is it
at
true
the
that,
moment Doherty should be Ireland's right back. Like he's the best Irish player in the Premier League
Yeah.
by
Okay.
a distance.
Um.
But the thing I would say about Marcus Silva, I'm not saying you're wrong, John, but the only thing I could say back when Moyes was there, they had a certain way they played, right? They sacked him. Well, he went to Man United. Martinez came in and changed everything. Unbelievable first season they had. Like they should have got Champions League. They were really, really good that year. Whatever happened next year, I think they finished 7th, the Everton position. And then
The Everton
he
Cup,
got
yeah.
sacked at the end of the next season where he wasn't even allowed to complete the final home game because they thought it'd be too toxic. Then they brought in who did they bring in? Was it Koeman then?
Koeman, yeah.
Koeman then, who lasted just over a year. Sacked. Bring in Big Sam. Gave him what, 6 million for 6-7 months or something crazy. They get him. He keeps them up obviously because of course he was booed off because of the way they were playing. They get this guy in to change back to the attacking. Well, as I saw, there'd be attacking play. He's getting booed now. Do you think though that's more than himself? Now I'm not saying he's doing a great job, but it's not maybe more indicative of what the club and the culture is. That maybe there's people. I know Bill Kenwright is still there. There's a Russian owner as well. Maybe there's a bit of a dialogue of recruitment. Who's buying these players? Who's doing what? Is there something else going on? Because there's
he bought Richarlison. He bought Richarlison for 50 million.
Four managers have failed.
Yeah,
and that's
Sam wasn't given a chance.
Well,
he was the success of anything.
He
kept him up, and he kept him up, and what else do you want? You can't spend 50 million on a striker, lose. Was it only win 3 in their last 12 or something like that? Yeah. And then
one win,
and then lose to granted a good promoted team, probably the best team that's ever been promoted in a long time.
I'm not
3-1 at home.
I'm not really defending them. I'm just saying, is there maybe something going on at Everton that you could say?
There was a cat running on a pitch for 3 minutes.
That was hilarious.
Like, stewards, get your act together in that certain situation.
But like, I'm just thinking that maybe there could be something else, because like, what other team like was going through that? Sunderland did it as well. How many managers did they go through every year? They were just going to look like they were going to go down every year. I think they had like 6 managers in 5 years or something. You go through all these clubs, you have manager after manager after manager after manager, and it's the same results. They just try to change a different way of playing. Then they bring in a few more players. Like the players that they have, they're actually like decent team. Yeah. On paper, like they're like, I don't think Michael Keane is as great as everyone says he is. Just because he's English.
1, 2.
Yerry Mina, I like. Pickford's good.
Richarlison.
Gomez's goal was good.
Gomez is okay. They brought in a completely new.
I thought you'd like Gomez a lot more.
They brought the average age of the team down dramatically.
Can I
it's still a transition, but I don't know how much Marco Silva is actually 100% to blame for this. Because I like to see if you put. It's like Koeman is a very good manager. He's a very good manager, and he was like chased out of that club. He was hounded out now, and I think they were 17th. They lost to
but he was flirting
Arsenal
with other jobs as well.
Well, he's done with Holland since he's taken over.
He also had a red Christmas tree, which the Everton fans didn't care for.
Can I submit the cat? Was the last cat to get such acclaim? There was a cat at Anfield, right? So there's some cats in Liverpool, isn't there? Do you remember the Mersey cat?
I do remember that it had its own Twitter.
He has its own Twitter. He was a ginger cat.
Arsenal, Villarreal. Couple of the semi-final Champions League. Did the squirrel go on the pitch?
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a Barca and Villarreal this weekend, or was it Valencia? Barca and
Valencia.
And what did it finish?
Desmond Messi scored for 9 games in a row.
Yeah, it was
his goal.
That's why I was bringing it up.
Ridiculous. What's your thoughts on Marco Silva? Because not John's got his bring it up. I'm still in 2 minds about it.
He doesn't know the English game.
I think. John, well, what's your opinion on it? Because I don't know if you got to get it all out there.
He keeps failing upwards. Like he hasn't done a good job anywhere for a full season. And I don't know why people
show so much faith in him. I personally don't understand it.
Do you think there's something else still going on at that club?
At Everton? No, not necessarily. I definitely think that like they kind of, for the last few seasons, have had more money than they know what to do with. And it's their lack of trust in the manager. They want results very, very quickly because they feel that they are giving managers cash. And when they're not seeing the results, they're not putting it on themselves by saying they're being irresponsible.
But you remember
they're putting it on the manager.
When they sold Lukaku for, was it 80 million or something? They replaced it with Sandro Ramirez. They bought him for what, 10 million. Never played a game. They brought Rooney in, put him in midfield, and they just left Calvert-Lewin up front. They had no strikers.
Well, that was
so like they sold an £80 million striker.
Yeah,
and then didn't have anyone up front.
Yes.
So I'm just saying the recruitment as well is a bit dodgy.
Well, you see,
it's not great. But the recruitment over summer looked a lot better.
They have to have certain recruitment facilities in place if they know that they're not always going to have a manager there to recruit, because they're like an even more trigger happy Chelsea. Like they're causing the churn by not giving anyone a chance.
But I don't know. Once the fans start booing them at home, I think it's just the way football is now.
He hasn't shown anything to keep the job.
Oh, I agree. I think
no one has got it.
Well, where do you think Everton really should be? Like they're 8th at the moment.
That's absolutely
should be 7th.
The money they've spent, they should be 7th.
But there's still a chance they'll get 7th.
Yeah, but they should be comfortably 7th.
Comfortably 7th and they're 8th.
Yes.
The only thing is getting knocked out of cups.
I think Wolves and Bournemouth are both ahead of them.
They should be knocking on the door of 6th, with Wolves knocking on the door of the Everton Cup. That would be my opinion on it.
So you think they should be within 2 or 3 points within 5 of Arsenal?
Absolutely. I do. And Wolves
Yeah.
should be in and around there too.
Because that's what we'll get on to. Arsenal aren't very good.
First off, Leicester and United grinding out stuff when they needed. It wasn't an easy game for them. Rashford again with a goal. John eloquently put it. Solskjaer train gets going as he gets set to fly to PSG for his first league defeat of the season.
No, PSG had their first league defeat and Solskjaer was there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. Excuse me.
Yeah, they lost to Lyon.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Fekir got the winning penalty.
Ah, yes. I've heard of
It
him.
doesn't matter. I think PSG are roughly 45 points ahead.
They're 25 points ahead or something.
Roughly
Ridiculous, like.
45. Give or take. Give or take 20 or 30.
45 points.
City and Arsenal, we kind of talked about this earlier. It never really looked like it was ever going to go Arsenal's way. They had like between 15 and 25 minutes in the first half. They looked fine.
They look, like,
all right.
they look like a team that's set up to defend, but they've never done it before. And that's why they lose all these big matches away. Like, they have 9 men in the box, but City are still like, we're still going to do the same goal that we score at home every week.
I don't understand.
Aguero
three
second.
times.
Yeah. I
Great
don't
goal.
No, it was, but like, it was that.
Why would you
no,
play
it was-
Lichtsteiner as a right back in a
No one
4?
else.
And the first one where Mustafi is
Oh.
just standing in the 6-yard
I'd
box
play
for no
5.
reason.
You could play 5. You could play 5. You could easily play 5.
Well, I thought they were going to play 5.
they think about playing
team
5?
they put out.
I would play 5. You could even stuck Monreal out there and Kolasinac on the other as wing backs or something.
Monreal right wing back.
I swear to God, I think it would be better. The man is 30 million years old.
They do have a lot of
But like, you know, he's probably still a better defender than Kolasinac. Like, he's useless at the back. He can't defend.
He's still
Like, he should be played left wing.
he's more mobile.
He should be left wing. He's a fucking beast going forward.
Anyway, we're about to find out in literally 45 minutes the City are winning the league anyway. This is just one step closer. So fair play
He
to
would
them.
still be 3 points ahead if it's a draw.
3 points out of 12 games left, and they're on the
The one
ascendancy.
thing is, if it comes down and it's 1 or 2 points in it, with 6 games left, it's the first time I'd say I'd fancy them to win it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
And
they've done it
there's
before.
6 games for us to be 1 point in a worse position, which is definitely looking likely. Liverpool do not look like Liverpool without a right back. It's been a really rough 3 weeks.
Gomez now as well. He's not looking good for a while, I'd say.
No, Gomez is looking better than Arnold.
No, Gomez is getting surgery.
Is that right?
Yes,
When was that?
today.
Oh, today. Great. Okay,
Put him
fantastic.
on there.
I didn't. I barely got a chance to scrape together that teaser from last week, but I have it.
I have a teaser as well.
Name 5 Huddersfield Town players.
West Ham 1, Liverpool 0. Is what John predicted here. Andy Carroll scores the only goals Liverpool's title race
Is he on
has
the bench?
no beefs left. Is he on the bench? I presume he's on the bench. All right, guys, let's do a little teaser, shall we? John, did John see that? I'm gonna fucking get in the way here. Will you lean forward a bit there, please? Thank you. All right, so guys, I need you to help me dictate how I'm going to ask these questions. All right?
So we have to ask you the question.
No. Okay. So the teaser is I'm going to give you the name of a player, and you're going to give me the name of who he is related to. These are not very well known. Someone
As
related
in,
to someone
so
else.
Gary Neville, you'd have to say. I'd have to say Phil Neville.
Or Neville.
Okay.
Now, would you like me to give you the more famous or the least famous person to begin with?
More
Whatever.
famous.
So you're going to be looking for a lesser famous person that this person is related to rather than a more famous. Are you happy with that?
And is this? Are you giving him one, and then, or is it open mic?
Oh, it's open.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so which other footballer is John Terry related to? Which other
Duncan Ferguson.
Incorrect. Dan. Or Jan, as I like to call him. This is true marriage.
Don't know.
John, would you like to go?
Harry Redknapp.
The answer is Paul Konchesky.
What?
Yes, his brother
Oh,
is
that
married
would-
to Konchesky's wife. Okay, the more famous of these two, I suppose, is Thiago Alcantara. Who's he related to? Dan, go for it.
Oh God, it's gone into my head. Thiago. His dad was Mazzino.
That is not who I'm looking for.
Well, that's pretty sure it
That's-
was actually.
Dan,
not the answer,
Dan,
though.
it's not the answer. Sorry.
Let me say that.
John, would you like to have a go?
No,
'Cause I know his
literally have
fucking
no idea.
name.
I'm just gonna say Messi.
Thiago Alcantara is related to another
Giovanni. dos
graduate
No.
of Barcelona, Rafinha.
Yeah, I was thinking of Rafinha. No, well, let me see here now. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to have a look at this now. Yeah. Is the father of current players Thiago and Rafinha. Mazzino. Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, but that
Sorry,
wasn't the
Brett.
question.
Well,
Unfortunately,
this is also the question. I gave the
no,
more
no,
obscure
no,
answer.
it's not. It's not also the question.
But
it's
that's also correct.
Okay,
No, it's not.
it's not correct. Unfortunately,
is.
in the realm of this quiz, it's not correct.
How's it
Okay,
not correct?
It's not the
because it's
question
not
he
the
asked.
question that was asked. All right, so I'm glad that we've established that. Okay, I better move on from this one because it's actually about the same family.
Yeah, good shout. Is it who's their father? Still don't know.
No, it's actually not who's rather which one. Okay, this is amazing. I don't know who the more famous of these two is. They're kind of parable.
Yeah.
I'll go because that would have given it away.
Okay.
I'll go with Ham Rodriguez. Who's he related to? Who's Ham related to?
Carlos Vela.
Now that is the answer, but it's not the one I'm looking for.
No idea. Is he also Colombian?
Yes.
Falco.
No.
Mario Yepes.
Yeeps. No.
Is he still playing?
Oh yeah. This is true marriage. This particular one's true marriage. It's fascinating.
Baka.
Oh, John's favorite. No, Baka.
I was saying out of that famous argument of ours, Rondon should get knighted, and he's proven himself to be a better player than Benteke.
The answer is Ospina.
Oh.
Now, this is the more you know. I'm not asking you that one. Right, this isn't going very well, lads, so I'm only going to do a couple more. Oh, here's a great one. Patrick van Aanholt.
Jesus.
Who is he related to?
Wijnaldum.
No.
Is he Dutch?
Yes.
Ryan Babel.
No. They're
Pass.
cousins.
Memphis Depay.
Patrick Kluivert.
No. They're cousins. They're around the same age. Patrick van Aanholt. Former player for Swansea.
Jonathan de Guzman.
No, former player for Swansea.
Leroy Fer.
Correct.
Still, he's gone to.
Can I do my teaser now?
No, I'm giving you two more.
I hope you give that famous Nigerian.
Dan should get this one. Luka Modric is related to...
Mark Viduka.
Were you joking?
No.
Okay, you knew that.
Viduka's Croatian.
Okay, that
Right,
is...
I think he was born in Croatia. I
Yeah,
think, or something.
that is correct. Okay, I'm going to give you one more here, right? Some good shit, isn't it?
Where are you finding these?
On a list of players that you didn't know were related to each other, funnily enough.
I hope you do the Nigerian one because I know who that is.
There might be more than that. Marcus Senna.
He is. It's Brazilian. Is it Maicon or something?
No.
It's Brazilian, I believe.
Yes. His name is also Marcus.
Marcos, the goalkeeper, Marcos.
No. The midfielder. Marcos.
No idea.
Sunset. There you go.
Aston South, the Roma guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more you know, my friends. John, your teaser, please.
What about the Iwobi Akacha one? Is it there?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's his nephew.
Is it really?
Yeah.
There's a few. Actually, you know what? There's feckin' another 10 left. I'm going to bookmark this for next week.
Well, now I've given you the Iwobi one.
Okay, there's this website called cameo.com where you can get famous people to record your own personal video message.
Birthday messages, voicemails.
So I'm going to do 5 where you have to guess how expensive it is to get certain players to record a personalized.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
so closest to the figure wins, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Start with a
The
nice
first
easy
one's
one.
a real wild card because that's going to set the
Yeah,
pace.
Champions League winner Jibril Cisse. Champions League winner and Superstar DJ Jibril Cisse, a personal message.
How much for him to record one of us or a personal message?
I'm going to go with 500 quid. Dan?
$2,000.
It is $60.
$60.
Get
for
in.
Jibril.
Get in.
Okay, so Sean Wright Phillips.
I'm going to go with
Bradley Wright Phillips, his brother.
300,
Ian Wright's his dad.
350 pounds.
Sean Wright Phillips, £150.
$40.
Dan wins that one. Okay, Dan,
Okay,
I think we know in and around where we're going with these.
Gabby Agbonlahor.
Oh, Jesus.
A Bonglahor.
£20 or something.
A Bonglahor.
Is he still with Villa?
A
Oh, no, he's
Bonglahor.
released, actually. I think he's no one.
I'm going to go with £60.
£30.
Dan was right with a second guess. £30.
Okay.
Avram Grant.
Oh,
Wow.
£90.
He just reminds me of Frankenstein. I hear like a coffin opening he'd get
This is a
out.
tortoise.
Grant. £50.
$1,000.
Okay, so
Avram.
so you've got one more left, and me and Dan are tied going into the final here.
Yes.
Okay, this is
Trying to think of a good one.
the
here.
best quiz we've done in years.
Avram Grant.
This is £1,000. Did you see the Fire Festival documentary on Netflix?
No.
It started
No.
off with a
Oh.
app like this that where you book people to show up at your party.
Oh, it was actually. Okay, man. I think we'd all know what he spent it on. Adrian Mewtwo.
Oh, this is the one. This is the one. I'm going to say 400.
45 £45.
Dan wins. It's £100.
Oh, are you actually just scrolling through the website?
Yeah.
Okay, John. This is the game for the rest of the time.
And it's a
This is
recorded.
literally the
It's
game
a
we play for the rest of
recorded
the
or
time.
handwritten message.
A recorded message.
It's a little video. They just filmed themselves going, "All right, Dan, happy birthday. Sorry, you didn't get that one right with the football players. You're not related to football players.
Do you want
Who
to
am I
do?
related
Do you want to
to?"
do? A,
Chimpanzee saying that.
do you want to
In that
do
accent.
another quick one of wrestlers?
Go for it, yeah. Sure, I'm here all night. Or
Okay.
for at least another.
We all know he
45 minutes.
deserved a push. Personal
minutes in your own
comment
house.
by Ryback.
Okay,
Oh, here the Ryback. I'd say
250.
$200.
$40.
We
Not
have to get that.
the great Cali.
There's your Christmas next year.
Oh my god, and
The Ryback.
I'm pretty sure that's in your allocated budget to me. That's perfect. Thank you.
That's birthday and Christmas. That's a big one.
I fully accept that. I
Fully
I fully accept it.
The great Cali.
I accept one every year.
Great
too.
Khali. He can't even talk.
I would go for $250.
30.
Dan is correct with $30.
This
sec-
can't be real.
Sexual chocolate Mark Henry.
$150.
45.
$90. He
Got that
needs
one.
the money. Jerry Lawler.
Oh, $100.
On the button.
That was good play there.
Thank you.
Future UFC champ Jack Swagger.
Or Bellator champ. Will I pause for editing?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go Jackie Swagger, $60.
50.
Dan on the button.
Oh
$50.
man, this is
It's $2,000. What was the first one? We said $2,000 for it.
Jordan
Caesar.
Devlin's on this. Jordan Devlin.
a pint.
£10.
$50. It's more than
Really?
Ryback. The
More
indie
than
scene.
Ryback.
I
And
suppose-
finally, the boogeyman.
Oh, he'll do you a really good one for $35.
He'd put worms in his mouth and everything. 40.
$100.
I can understand that one.
If he's
he
going
has
to
to,
do,
he
if
put
he,
on the makeup.
if he does full
He has
gimmick,
to get the worms.
I think he sleeps in it, Bill. To
Yes.
be fair. All right, guys, that's it. Will we hit record again at the end of this match? I suppose
No.
we're gonna come back. We'll be back in a minute.
I'm gonna come back. We'll be back in a minute.
Well, to them it will be like 5 seconds. To us will be like at least me and John
I
a
was
couple of
gonna go
hours.
home. I'll have to wait now.
Oh, you weren't going to stay till the end?
I suppose I will now, yeah.
Oh, I haven't stopped recording, by the way.
Oh, I will, yeah.
Maybe we'll just make this the longest podcast of all time. We'll just sit here and record our comments. We'll do a live commentary for the second half. Robertson.
Oh,
Oh,
by the way,
fuck's sake, no, I'm
Anderson's
pausing
had
this,
lovely
can't I?
flicks.
No, it's over, mate. I'm recording, sorry. So we're here in the last vestige of the...
So we're back 1 minute later.
1 minute later. In
The
real
last
life.
vestige of the title race.
Last vestige of the title race, yeah.
Not to be over dramatic.
2
Clop
minutes.
out. Keen in.
2 minutes left. Which Keane?
I'll take either of them.
Fair.
Michael.
Yeah. Oh, Dad, sorry. Dad, say that again there.
Michael.
Oh, okay, sorry.
back,
Dad,
am I?
shut your mic off there.
Isn't it ironic that the weekend I've convinced Leeds aren't going to win the get promoted? That you're convinced Liverpool aren't going to win the league.
And we're both
Well, To be
right.
fair, I was thinking that the first
But you're-
weekend of the season.
You're still top,
Yeah.
and you've got a cushion. We're now second.
There ain't
My
no
team's
cushion.
breathing down our neck.
There ain't no cushion with City around, my friend. City are the cushion.
Look at Big Andy here. He's absolutely running his gut off.
It's Shack Attack.
So we have
James Milner.
90 seconds left.
Poor James Miller. He's so tired.
Has he got a hand injury?
I signed
got
for
an L bang in his hand.
Liverpool to play centre midfield under a nice handy Brendan Rodgers team, and now he's playing right back for a Jurgen Klopp team.
Why is nobody looking at Randy Robertson? He's had so much space.
Yeah, they're not
He's
getting
done
it
nothing
out
with it all
wide at
day.
all. Like, they're just kind of fanning around in midfield. Like, there we go.
This could
now.
be
Good
something.
Ball in now. It's a ball in. That's all it was.
It was
That's
nothing.
a terrible clearance, and it's bounced.
Divock!
You never let it bounce. And Rice is whacked. Oh, look at Andy Carroll. Afterburners are on. Oh my word! Oh, Carroll fell over. If he had scored that, guys, I'm sorry.
Put the fucking mic through the TV.
Oh, what a time!
I hope there was proper dead silence there.
If Andy Carroll had scored that, I reckon we should have just cut that audio, repeated it for an hour, and released it as a podcast.
Absolutely.
All right, 30 seconds.
Can you believe Kate has lost the ball?
Counter attack with Andy Carroll.
Hoof it there.
Jeez, Mane is like fucking man possessed. No.
And over.
Milner.
Head down. Look at Divock. Look at Divock's on that run there.
He's
Huh?
gonna. It's bad. Anyone got a long throw? That's West Ham's ball, no?
No.
Thought it was.
This is it.
Right.
This is
One
it.
more ball into the box. Oh my god. He missed. Leicester spotted Divock Origi. Should have scored.
That would have been the greatest moment of
And
my life.
that's it.
Okay, thanks everybody for listening to the show. We will be back when Man City are top of the league at the weekend.